Hey, welcome to Two Blurred Girls. I did it right this time. I'm Tamika, and that's Tamara with her
Hello.
Animal Crossing and her switches. Yeah. Yeah, the first time I hit live by mistake, and then we were like, oh, I forgot the intro, so I had to start everything back over, but it's cool. Hey,
So basically, everybody saw our faces before the intro.
yeah, everybody saw, and then it went. And
No.
they're like, what is going on? But yeah, we just started at 9:30. So it's cool. We here now. So
We're
yeah,
here.
welcome to our Obi Wan review, episode 1 through 3. Yay!
Sorry, I had to bring Beast out.
It's cool. He probably was somewhere on Tatooine.
Yeah, he's somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
So
he's still
yeah,
Disney
we've been
related.
waiting for a long time for this Obi-Wan series
Mm-hmm.
in the Star Wars installment. And let's just get right into it. Episode 1 basically takes place around 10 years after Anakin transformed into Darth Vader
Mm-hmm.
from the film Return of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just 10 years later. um Obi Wan is on the run in a sense. He's just like disconnected himself from all the Jedi, from everything, and he's just recollecting himself and just in the not wilderness, but on Tatooine, working a 9 to 5 job.
Mm-hmm.
So this is pretty much where it is now. We're just following where Obi Wan is 10 years after the legendary battle with him and Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, and the thing is like it was 10 years later and 9 years before New Hope,
mhm.
and I the thing is, it's like for me, it's just like when you watch the first uh episode, I don't like seeing young kids getting killed,
Mm.
and they had to do what is it, execute order 66, and
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, in this
we
series.
gotta kill the chillins too.
Yeah, 66. The clones. That's when the clones from the Republic, they are on the side of the Sith, but they're
Hmm.
deep undercover. So when Darth Sidious, I think that's his name, when he said execute Order 66, he was
Hmm.
mostly telling all those clone troopers to just eliminate all the Jedi,
Hmm.
kill the younglings too. And that's
Hmm.
where we open in on episode 1 of Obi-Wan. We open in on the continuation of that from Return of the Sith, where the clones are turning on the Jedi and they're
Hmm.
trying to eliminate the younglings.
Hmm.
That was sad. Like you
Yeah,
said, it's a parallel between what, spoiler
Anakin did.
alert, if you didn't see Return of the Sith, uh, of what Anakin did in Return of the Sith when he was slowly turning to the dark side.
Hmm.
He just killed all those younglings.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan Kenobi had to watch what he did because they had a recording of him
Oh,
killing those, because those are the youngins that he was teaching,
mm-hmm.
and he killed them,
Mm,
and they recorded, and Obi-Wan saw what he did.
mm, mm,
I
mm.
think Padme saw it too. I'm not sure, I don't remember.
Yeah, I gotta go back, but yeah,
I watched it.
if you anybody want to review Return of the Sith, that will give you some indication as to what is going on in this first episode. It's just the aftermath of Return of the Sith, basically,
Mhm,
for this first episode. But I like the lone hero story arc anyway.
mhm,
um just seeing Obi-Wan lick his wounds,
mhm,
from he trusted in Anakin.
mhm,
Anakin turns on the dark side, and he lost a brother. Like they got really close to each other.
Mhm.
So it's like when your best friend turns on you, and you have to kind of go away and cut yourself off and heal your wounds. It's
Mhm.
pretty much what Obi Wan was doing here. Like
Mhm.
just seeing him go through the whole 9 to 5 job, um, cutting whale meat
Mhm.
and getting
Best
paid
for
chop
them.
change,
Mhm.
punching in the clock. Oof, oof, God, that was too relatable.
And he's like, I have to feed my family. Haha, you ain't feeding shit.
I know, right? He's like, that's all you get.
He's like, here you go, 50 cents.
50 cent, take it. Uh.
Take the 50 cent.
But what else stood out to you in this first episode?
Um, when those three people came in, I don't know what they all
Oh,
what they call.
Inquisitors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, I know one of them was Riva, but
Hmm.
like um what's his name? Evan Evan Voss, I think that's his name. Evan from New Rockstars.
Oh yeah.
He mentioned that, and it makes me wonder too, that the Riva might be one of the younglings in the beginning
Mm.
that was running away. And
Hmm.
that made me wonder. It's like, huh, I wonder if she is, because she has those Jedi senses
Hmm.
and she knew what to do and stuff. But I don't know who the hired guy is,
Oh
but
yeah.
he was trying to tell her, what you're trying to do is not your job. That's Darth Vader's priority, not yours. And we don't
Yeah.
know how many times we have to tell you about it. And
Yeah.
so it just seems like she has really strong anger against Obi Wan or against the Jedi because of what happened when she was younger. And he also said that they are former Jedis.
Hmm.
So they were created by Palpatine,
Hmm.
basically.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, the I guess they're called Inquisition. I don't know, but
yeah, I
they,
wrote it down. I
yeah, I
spelled.
have to go back over it. But they're basically seeking out Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jedi, like I said, since Obi-Wan, yeah, the Jedis are all outlaws, so they're deep undercover, and they go into this one bar,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the Grand Inquisitor or
Mm-hmm.
whoever. You can correct us later. He, they're basically seeking out Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
and Reva, like you said, you can see how um she basically wants to cut to the chase. She's
Yeah.
on a mission to find Obi-Wan as soon as possible, and she's going against the methods of the Grand Inquisitor, who wants to basically smoke them out because he said the Jedi they have a disease where they have to help people.
Mm-hmm.
So they know where the Jedi are based on who they help, like in danger. So this Grand Inquisitor and Reva come head to head, and he's like, "Yo, you got to follow my rules. Like, we don't just cut to the chase. We just kind of smoke them out, and they reveal themselves."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "I got time for this. I gotta get Obi-Wan. I gotta kill him dead, kill him now."
Yeah, because she
Boom,
wants it
boom,
done
boom.
now. But he
Yeah,
was like, it is not your job. That is more of Darth Vader's thing, not yours.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
she's
it
like,
is
I don't care if
curious.
this is.
That
This is
is
mine.
that is a good suggestion he made. Like, why is Reva hell bent on Obi-Wan? What did
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan do to her in particular that she really, really wants him so bad? And like Eric Voss, I guess was his name from New
Oh, it's Eric, not
Rockstar.
Evan. My bad. My
He
bad.
he was like you said, he was saying maybe she was one of the younglings in the beginning of this episode,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe she
She has
felt,
a lot of anger towards Obi.
yeah, she felt betrayed because he didn't look out for her as a youngling and during Order 66. We don't know. I guess toward the end of this um series, we'll find out what is driving Reva. Like, what is the motivation behind you capturing Obi-Wan?
Mm-hmm.
In which Obi-Wan changed his name to Obi. No, it was Ben
Ben.
Kenobi. Yeah,
Yeah, Ben Kenobi.
yeah, because a Jedi escaped and he was like, Ben, I need your help. He's like, who is that? Who that? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
you. He's
He's
like,
like, I don't even know who you are.
my
He was like,
name,
I know you're a Jedi. He's like, no, I'm not, bitch, please.
my name's Ben. Ben Kenobi.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Hush your mouth.
Obi-Wan. I said, my name's Ben. Obi-Wan, why are you speaking that way? Look, damn it. What
You
you
know
want?
why I'm
Yeah,
speaking like this? What do you want?
you can't be coming over here. Damn it, I'm on the run. Well, you gotta help. I ain't helping shit. Jedi done. Get
You're
over.
gonna die.
Not. Shh. Hush. Name's Ben. Like, okay.
It's just crazy though. And then they're like, there's no more Jedi's to protect people
Mm.
from the new order. You know, they're like, well, you're SOL, so
Mm,
you better follow by our rules or else.
mm, mm. Yeah. What did you think of the introduction of young Leia?
She's cute.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, she's so adorable.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
And
We,
then I started to cry because rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
oh yeah,
I was like, they did her right.
yeah, yeah. They did. And you can see like how she kind of looks like Carrie Fisher too.
Mhm.
But yeah, they introduce young Leia, who
Mm.
is just like her mom, just a rebel and a troublemaker.
Yep.
As you, if you remember from Return of the no, not Return, Revenge of the Sith, Return of
Mhm.
the Jedi. If you remember from Revenge of the Sith, they had to um they had to separate the kids so
Mhm.
that Palpatine wouldn't detect their force because
Mm.
they're so force sensitive together
Yeah.
that Palpatine will know where they are. So Luke went with his relatives on Tatooine, and Leia was with some senator and his
Yeah.
wife. So we're following Leia and how she is growing up in this world of, and her parents are trying to groom her for the Senate, and like, you can be a good senator. And she's like, no, I just want to be a fighter pilot. What's wrong with you guys? This is stupid. But I
That's her.
did like how she told her cousin off because
Yeah.
there was a party with her and her cousin, and her cousin was, like, droids don't have feelings, they're to help, you know. And she's like, you're insecure doo doo head, and you need validation from your dad because you have low self esteem. Something like that, she said.
Mhm. She was telling him off good.
Oh, yeah, she
And
did.
it's like you wanted to he was like, yay, go on Leia. Team Leia. Get her. She was like a little feisty one.
Yes, yes, she was feisty. It makes me wonder, like, is she force sensitive because she seems to have this deep empathic knowledge
Mhm.
where she can tune into what people are feeling
Mhm.
and just go, you're insecure and you're toxic craphead.
Right. She knows all things.
Yes. But
So,
yeah, what else stood out to you?
Luke, it's like how, yeah, Luke was in here too, but he wasn't more like, he wasn't very vocal like
Mhm.
Princess Leia, but you can see how both Luke and Leia ran off to do their own things, and
Mm-hmm.
they pretty much had the same thing on what they want to do. Like Luke was just like flying on the one of those little ships, and Princess Leia was just looking up in the sky, just imagining things to be, you know, shooting those same things and stuff like that. And it's like they're twins, and they're thinking exactly alike, but they're in two different worlds.
Yeah.
So that to me, I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, and you can see how strong the connection is. Like you say, even though they're on two different worlds or two different planets,
Planets.
like even when they were, um, gosh, whatever the Star Wars movie, it's not the Last Hope,
Oh, it's not the New Hope.
New Hope. Yeah, even in the New Hope, when they were reunited, you could tell there was something between those two that they just had this instant connection. And
Hmm.
we, the audience, just like they did, they thought, oh, it's like a love connection going on between us. And then once you get into Return of the Jedi, I believe,
Hmm.
that's when they're like, oh, ew, we're brother and sister, gross.
Like we can't do this. This is incest. I'm gonna fall in love with Han Solo. Bye.
Yeah, bye. which which makes sense that she'll be attracted to that type, right? They say you're
Hmm.
attracted to the type who your father is, and her dad's Darth Vader. So
Hmm.
Han Solo is a rule breaker himself, so
Yeah,
makes sense.
but he's not evil. He won't kill younglings. That's the only thing.
No, no, he won't kill younglings. He'll kill everybody else for a price,
Hmm.
but the younglings, he ain't gonna do that. So he ain't Anakin. Gosh, but yeah, yeah, I just thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And what was really sad too was like, Leia, she runs away like in the forest. Even her parents are not even surprised. They're like, oh God, there she go again, running away. We'll catch her eventually. And then
Hmm.
she gets captured by these smugglers who we later learned were hired by Reva,
Hmm.
um, to smoke out Obi Wan to see if he's gonna come get her. Um, yeah, and that was so sad too because she was doing her best to fight, and I was like, "You go, girl." And I didn't even think they were gonna get her at first, but they captured her, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Mm.
Poor girl.
Yeah,
But she's just a kid. She wouldn't know what else to do, you know. So
yeah,
she tried her best.
yeah, yeah, and it was sad just seeing how confident Obi Wan was, like in the prequels, and
Hmm.
then you see him now; he's just a broken man.
Yeah.
And Senator Organa is coming to him. And he's like, Leia's been captured. You have to help us out. And he's like, I'm not that man anymore.
It's like I don't
And
know who
he
you're
just
looking for.
has like this intense guilt because he couldn't save Anakin from
Hmm.
the dark side. And he feels more guilt because he promised Qui-Gon he would look after Anakin.
Hmm. Because
So,
he feels disappointed that he failed that task.
yeah.
But the thing is that after watching, like remembering the movies, uh, Master Yoda had a sense that this would happen,
Mm,
and personally, it really wasn't Obi-Wan's fault because it meant to happen.
mhm.
It was meant to happen,
Yeah.
but Obi-Wan still feels like it's his fault, even though it was meant to happen.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
But yeah, like
it's just like you feel so bad for him, and like you want to give him a hug and everything.
it's
And
so relatable though, Tamara.
yeah.
Like if you ever go through something tragic or feel betrayed by anyone and you have to kind of just take like a mental health break. I feel
Hmm.
like this is what Obi-Wan is doing. He's just taking a mental health break
Hmm.
and just trying to figure out the man he was supposed to be or
Hmm.
what his new path is in life. Like
Hmm.
just this whole first episode is just so relatable. I think to me,
Yeah.
and sad.
It's like you're watching over somebody, but then all of a sudden you feel like you failed them
Hmm.
because they're doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, but you still feel like you failed them.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, even though Master Yoda had a sense that this was going to happen, uh, he still feels like he's a failure.
Hmm.
He felt like I should have taken better care of my little brother. I could have done better for him. I could have protected him. I could have been there for him before he heard those words and those words got in his mind and made him do things that he wasn't supposed to be doing, you know?
Hmm.
So it's just like a little sad thing to know or to see about Obi-Wan.
Yeah, yeah. But eventually, Obi Wan is like, okay, I'll go save Leia, because he was thinking to himself, my responsibility is in Leia. I'm supposed to be here in the first place while I do my mental health to watch over Luke.
Mhm.
And when he comes of age, he's supposed to be trained, you know.
Mhm.
But eventually he just like, okay, I'll go help Leia.
Mhm.
I'll go help rescue her.
Mhm.
But any other thoughts from episode one?
Nope, no other thoughts.
Yeah, same here. That's basically it in a nutshell. He just decides, okay, I'm gonna go save Leia and
Mhm.
figure out where they took her.
And also you see him hiding his lightsaber like a
Yeah,
normal Jedi. And oh yeah, and I talked to you about this in our chat. They killed that guy. They caught him. They finally caught him and killed him.
yeah,
I
the
was
Jedi who went to
yeah,
Obi Wan. Yeah,
I was like, damn it. I was hoping he can live.
yeah, and I think that's what sparked him to go come out of hiding too,
Mhm.
because this guy came to him for help, and I'm thinking maybe he was like, okay, I failed this guy.
Mhm.
I don't want to fail anybody else.
Yeah.
I failed
Like so
Anakin
this
and I
was
failed
the
this
third
guy.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, okay, I'm just gonna find her. And then the quicker I find her, I can come back to where I was supposed to be and watch over Luke.
Mhm.
But yeah, so episode two is basically just the rescue mission to find Leia,
Mhm.
who is on the this planet Mapuzo. I think that's the name of it. Which I think on New Rock Stars they said that planet was the inspiration was taken from Tokyo at night,
I
like
thought it was Seoul.
Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it
It's
might be
one of
Tokyo.
those places where it's like all these lights and it's dark and you see like the riffraff and everybody in the streets like that. And
Might be both.
yeah, yeah, it could be both. Or think of maybe Vegas at night without
I don't
the
think we're that bright at night.
but yeah, they so yeah, we see that Obi-Wan is on this planet and he's trying to look for Leia.
Mhm.
And he comes across this one girl who I think they say is really Ewan McGregor's daughter.
Yes.
And she's like, hey man, you want some spice? We got this spice, we got that spice, which spice in this term is drugs. Just like
Mhm.
if you've seen Doom, the 60s version and this version, the latter version, they talk about spice too. But in this version in Star Wars, spice is drugs. So she's basically coming up to him like, hey man, you want some drugs? I got this, I got that, I got this spice, I got spice that may blow your mind. Da da da.
I got the drugs for you, man.
Yeah, I got everything you need, what you want, which is very odd. uh, to see that your real life daughter is a drug pusher in your scene, but whatever, she did a good job.
You did a great
He's like, yeah, I'm looking for this girl, blah blah blah. She's like, I don't know anything about that. You sure you don't want no spice?
job.
No, I don't want no spice. Thank you, young lady. No
The spice is for me. Thank you.
spice. I'm a spice girl. You sure you don't want none? No, I'm fine. Thank you. Get
Uh,
away.
I appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate it, but go. But
Goodbye.
yeah, goodbye. So yeah, so this boy hears that Obi Wan is looking for somebody, da da da, or the Jedi, blah blah blah. He's like, hey, I can take you to this Jedi, and maybe he can help you find him, because Obi Wan is in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
His disguise is basically him putting his hood on his head, which I'm like, okay,
That's the best disguise that he can do.
I guess. No, I mean, if they had wanted posters of you, I don't know if putting a hoodie on is gonna
It's gonna help.
help. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, is there anything in you see episode two?
No, sadly,
But
I
okay,
haven't seen episode 2 or 3, but I got a couple of notes from New
cool.
Rocks.
What you got to say?
Uh, I kind of find it interesting how the guy Haja, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He's a
So.
he's a fake Jedi. So that's the Jedi that you was talking about because he wasn't a real Jedi. He's a fake one.
Hmm.
And then also the planet, I think it's Corella. I think that's what it is. That is the planet for of Han Solo. So that's the planet where Han Solo is from.
Mm.
Apparently there was a Mark Hamill cameo, which I find interesting. And let's see. Uh Obi Wan compares Princess Leia to her mom
Hmm.
because she thought that, she felt like she was going to be a leader and everything. She runs off and do things she's not supposed to do,
Mm.
basically like her mom,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
And Obi Wan found finds out that Anakin is still alive
Oh.
as of Riva
Mm.
because she told him,
Mm.
and because when she told him that she can sense him again, she was a former Jedi, so she can feel what he feels because she was a former Jedi. But when he started calling Anakin's name, that's when Darth Vader opened his eyes while he was in this big old pool of looks like hot water
Mm.
and stuff. And yeah, his eyes were red. So
Mm.
that's the only thing I wrote down from it. You know,
Yeah.
uh, he's
Yeah.
alive and he's also Lord Vader.
Oh
She
Jesus.
said
Yeah.
Lord Vader first, and then she said Anakin.
Yeah. 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 Like he was saying. So he goes on this mission to find Leia, and he finds her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, yeah, and she doesn't. She's a suspect of him at first.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Are you a Jedi? Are you a Jedi?" Which that was the annoying part for me watching this. And she kept saying, "Are you a Jedi? Are you a Jedi? Make me fly, make me float. Do something, do something. Are you a Jedi?" He's like, "Hush, child. We on the run, damn it. Are you a Jedi? Are you a Jedi? Are you a
I
Jedi?
can't do
I
this
bet you
Jedi
ain't.
crap for you.
I bet you
You
ain't.
want us to get killed?
Bet you ain't a Jedi. Do something. Do
Do
something.
something.
Do
Do
something.
something now. I
Make
dare
me
you to do
float.
something.
Make me." And then she twirl. Make me float. I want to float. Shut up.
Oh.
And what was my favorite part of this episode was like, of course she runs away and he has to chase her. Um, I don't know how this happened, but somehow they're on rooftops. I'm my brain kind of lapsed out at that part. But they're on rooftops, just going from rooftop to rooftop because she sees the wanted posters of him. She's like, "Oh my God, you're a liar! You're not from my dad." Oh, God, run! The Batman goes. He's like, "I'm trying to help you, damn it!" And so, he's like chasing her, and then they find out, oh man, that's Obi Wan. And then people are shooting at Obi Wan, and he trying to grab this girl, and she's like, "Oh no, oh no!" People shooting at him, so that means he really the bad guy. And then they trying to shoot at her, and then she's like, "Stop, wait!" And then she like falls off, or she's hanging on by a wire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she starts to fall, and then because keep in mind, Obi Wan hasn't used any of his powers. Like
Mm-hmm.
the Force is kind of just stalled with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when she failed, that's when he channeled the Force to save her,
Mm-hmm.
and she floated safely down. And then she's like, "Oh, you are a Jedi." I was like, "You." Oh God, I said some words that you shouldn't say about a child. I was like,
All I can say is this: as a parent, it happens. It happens.
I was like, okay, we got the girl. She know you're a Jedi. Okay, so now she trusts you. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm. It's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, and so they're on this. I forgot how they got on here, but anyway, like you were saying, it's the scene where Reva is looking for him, and she's hot on their tail,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to get on this. Oh, the fake Jedi told them about this transport ship that they
Mm-hmm.
can go on to get away from her. And so he tells baby Leia, what I'm gonna call her, baby Leia, to get on the transport ship. And then he's like, "Okay, get on the ship. I'll be right after you." And that's when Reva, she's doing her force sensitive stuff, and she's like, "Obi Wan, come out and play,"
Mm-hmm. That
which,
tells you right there. If she does stuff like that,
yeah,
she's a Jedi. She was a Jedi.
oh yeah. But I want to ask, so far, because you seen episode one, what do you think about this actress that's playing Reva?
I try to understand why people are hating on her because, especially since she's a black actress,
Mm,
because some of the stuff that I see on the internet, I'm trying to connect things together
yeah.
because it doesn't make any sense. Because James Earl Jones is the voice of Darth Vader and he's black. I know that you don't see his face or anything, but he's a black man, but they don't have a problem of that because he's Darth Vader. But I'm trying to understand what is the big deal about this actress. I don't see the problem. And I'm trying to figure out why people see it as a problem. It hurts my brain to think about it. Like they didn't have a problem with Samuel L. Jackson in the Star Wars movies, not that I know of. But because social media wasn't that popular back in the day when the movie started. But I'm trying to grasp the situation. I'm trying to understand stupid people, but you can't understand stupid people. It's like, why are you complaining about her, but you don't complain about these two other black actors? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't understand that part either. They had a problem with Finn too, I
yeah,
believe.
but my thing is that what's the problem with him? I'm like, I'm trying to understand what is the big deal. I'm like, well, my thing is he's a new character. They didn't change any of the character's skin color. They created a new character during another time, you know, because they're not going to keep the same people over and over again because each time it has to change. So they're telling a story. So he's a different character. Yes, he was a former stormtrooper who turned good. So I'm trying to understand why people have problems with black actors now when they didn't have problems back in the time.
I
And
think I have a theory I'm trying to tap into the stupidity.
You can't really. You
I,
can't tap into.
I think maybe because these people have like like Samuel Jackson had like a side role, right? Like he was just on the council and he's Samuel Jackson. So
But yeah, he was in the Star Wars movie, and he's a black man,
yeah, I'm trying to
and
say
he had a lightsaber,
yeah, yeah.
and it
I'm
was so.
saying like he had like a side role, right? So
But
Finn,
Finn
well,
kind of had a side role.
in their eyes, they're seeing too much of this guy having a main part in the Star Wars for some reason. And then Reva, she has like a main part in the story. So for some reason, if you're a side character, they did that too with the Asian girl, you know,
Yeah,
in this
but
the Star Wars recent
but
Star Wars movie.
but she wasn't the main character. She was a side character. It's like they're comparing her to Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is worse than her. So what is the problem?
Or I didn't know that part. Nobody's as worse as Jar Jar Binks.
I'm trying to get. You
I
can't really
I
get
I
stupid
I
people.
don't understand it because like they were saying, like even I saw the posts from Star Wars, they were saying, anybody have a problem with, and I've got the actress name, they were like, Star Wars universe, there's millions of planets and species and everything else, and races. So I don't know what the big deal is with just being introduced to black people. I don't know if they like black people in space. No, this messes up my trilogy where it's all white. So
But
I
that
don't
still
know.
doesn't make any sense,
It
though.
doesn't make any sense.
There was plenty of black characters in the Star Wars movies. So
Yeah,
why all of a sudden it's a problem? It's not like Spaceballs where you see black people using a pick and say we ain't see shit. It wasn't like that, even though that was my favorite part in the movie.
yeah, that
But
black guy did that.
yeah, but still, there were black characters in the Star Wars movies. So
Yeah, I don't get it either. Besides, these people are having more of a speaking part or more of a main role in this the storyline. That's all I can think of from their stupid perception. Like I guess in their perception, Star Wars is just these main characters they're used to seeing, like all white, and then you put diverse characters who have a speaking role in the main theme of things, and that just bothers them. That's their problem. Because I really don't see an issue. Because, like you said, these characters aren't replacing anybody.
no, they're
Not
not.
like they got a black Princess Leia. Reva is a made up character.
Yeah.
Finn is a made up character, and the Asian girl, I forgot her name. Sorry, she's a made up character.
But it just feels like people are just complaining for no reason. They don't have anything else to do. And it feels like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
They
mm, yeah. I don't really know either, but I do know that they will have to get with the program because there is diversity that is finally coming
right.
into all the fandom, which, like we talked about, which everybody can go back and see our Black superheroes videos on our YouTube channel. Um, plug, where we talked about all these Black superheroes who were in all these comics from DC and Marvel, and people have these issues with Black Panther and all this other stuff. I'm thinking that it's these new people, right, that were just fandoms from the movies, and they don't really know. They're not like the hardcore fans that are
Hmm.
deep in the lore and know. Oh, okay, yeah, their Finn isn't in part of the lore, but yeah, I can see that because they're different species. Like
Hmm.
if you can accept somebody like who's orange, what's the difference between somebody who's dark skinned? Like doesn't make any sense. They're not really talking about a black Han Solo, you know. And
Yeah, and it's
Billy
like,
D. Williams was Lando.
yeah, they didn't have a problem with that. They didn't have a problem with Lando. They didn't have a problem with uh Danny Glover as the young version of Lando. They didn't have a problem with any of that. It's just only the new characters that people have a problem with.
I
I'm
don't
like, what is the issue? It's a new character. It's
like
not Han Solo being a black man. It's
uh-uh.
not Darth Vader being a black man, even though he's the voice of a black man. It's
Yeah,
not the fact that Princess Leia is a black woman. It's not the fact that Luke Skywalker is black. They have the new characters that are black. So what is your fucking problem? And I just feel like people just want to complain about everything because they don't have anything else to do. And people started complaining a lot ever since COVID. It just got worse. I'm just like, what the fuck?
yeah,
It's like, it's not just racist people, it's just pretty much just anybody who's idiotic. They could be right or left. They just complain about every fucking thing if they want to. And it's feel like nobody has a life anymore. We're just all stuck on social media.
yeah.
And it's not how it was like it was back in the day. Back
Mm-mm.
in the day, we was not on social media how we are now because it was new and we wasn't expecting it would be like this. But now that social media is like the new news source, people feel like they can be in their basements or on their phones and think it is okay to talk about any kind of way. And then here comes other people following behind them. And it doesn't matter what the topic is, people just follow behind them.
Yeah.
I
And
can't believe they created a black character that's new. I
hmm
I'm
yeah,
just like, shut the fuck up.
I think for me is it hurts worse when it comes into the fandoms. Like, yeah, we're used to hearing all that stuff like outside of the geek world. And I'm
Mhm.
sure these people have always been here. But when Black Panther came out, I
They
think
didn't have a problem
they
with that.
they crawled up from whatever crevice of crap they were in, and they're like, "Oh, Black Panther." And like I said, I think it's these new fandom people, like the people who are just fandoms from the movies, but they're not really fandoms of the lore of
Right.
like Star Wars or the lore of like
Marvel
Marvel,
movies,
where
yeah.
people know that Black Panther was set in Africa and is a black guy.
Hmm.
Like
And
people
also,
just don't want to see that. They're like, this is in my face too much, and it just I don't like this diversity, and you're just gonna see that more often.
hmm, which is sad that that's an
Mhm.
issue.
Yeah.
Um, but the thing is that it's not. People will feel like it's the older people, but I feel like it's more of people in between because the older people read the first comic books that came out. Like, the older nerds, because they, of course, knew about Black Panther and they know all the history about Black Panther. They knew about Captain Marvel and all that stuff. Not Carol Danvers. Y'all know what I mean.
Oh God. Move on, Tamara.
So
Move
I'm
on.
moving
Move
on,
on.
but I'm just
Don't
saying,
do
like,
it, girl.
if me personally, if I came out and said that Carol Danvers is not Captain Marvel, all of these people who all of a sudden just started watching Marvel movies, new like the new ones, they would be like, "How dare you say that?" That kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I just call those people like the new fandoms. Like
Yeah.
they're just into the movies. They don't really read the comics. Just like what we're talking about, if we put this back into a topic with Star Wars, they don't know about the lore of Star Wars. They just know about the movies that they
Mhm.
grew up with and the people they're used to seeing. And they're
They
like,
used to
oh,
saying,
they can accept, um, uh, oh my God, I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot her name. So, whatever her name is. Oh God. But yeah, they can accept her, um, the one that was helping the Mandalorian out with Baby Yo Yo. I forgot her name, but Rosario Dawson played her, and I'm so sorry I forgot
Oh,
her.
because she was in the animated version of
Yeah,
Star
I'm so
Wars.
sorry I forgot her name, but
I
they
think
can
it goes Ahsoka,
so
Ahsoka.
so whatever. Sorry, Star Wars people, but they can accept people. The new fandom people can accept somebody whose skin is orange or blue or
Or if
whatever.
it's a black person who plays as a person whose skin
Yeah,
color
the black
is
people, if they're like on the side, like they have less parts to play.
not.
But
Mm-hmm.
if they have like a huge part to play, like Reva is part of this story with Obi Wan, and
Yeah.
they're like this black woman has power, or these diverse people have power, and they're part of the major storyline. These new fandom people have an issue with that because that's not what their Star Wars is in their mind.
Sometimes I just want to smack those new people across
Of
the.
course, yeah, I'm sure the old school Star Wars people want to smack them too, and they're like, "What's your fucking problem?" But anyway, we got that off our chest. So, episode 3. Do you have any notes from that?
Only one. Uh,
Yeah, let's hear
Darth Vader released a fire on Obi Wan.
it.
He
Yeah.
set him on fire. This boy is on fire.
Yeah, episode 3 is just a continuation, because like Tamara was saying, Reva said, Anakin's still alive, he's looking for you. So, some kind of way, Obi-Wan escapes onto the passenger ship with Leia, and then they speed off, and then Reva's like, he'll find you. So, Obi-Wan is in this trance, and he's like, fuck, he's alive. I thought he was dead. Dang. And like they were saying, I think on New Rock Stars, Obi-Wan hasn't spoken the name Anakin in 10
Years.
years, right?
9 years.
Nine
Yes, 10
years,
years.
10
10
years,
years.
9, 10 years.
10
And
years.
he said Anakin. And when he said that, from episode 2, we see Darth Vader's eyes, or I'm sorry, Anakin's eyes open. And he's in this it's like a rejuvenation chamber. I don't know. It was in Boba Fett, where
I'm
they're supposed to. It's some chamber that they're in that preserves them, or I guess whatever. The Star Wars people can get deeper into that. But
yeah.
yeah, he opens his eyes right the moment where Obi Wan says, "Anakin, this motherfucker is still alive."
I thought he was
I
dead.
was dead. I saw him get burned to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
And I left him there burning with his legs cut off.
Because they told me to kill him, but I couldn't kill him.
Oh,
It was like my brother to me.
oh. I still like that line in Revenge of the You supposed to be the chosen one. That's my line.
Yeah.
when,
I think that's everybody's favorite
when
line.
something disappoints me, like they run out of something at the grocery store, I'm like, you supposed to be the chosen one.
I don't want to bring this up, but I feel like I have to. How do you think women feel about Amber Heard? Even though I didn't believe her
What
at
the?
all, they
No, Tamara. No, no, we're not going there now. I'm telling you about Obi Wan.
were.
Anyway, Obi Wan. We ain't going there, Tamara. Uh.
I'm just
You
saying.
got a group for that. You talk to me after the podcast.
Uh,
But yeah, so the third episode, Tamara,
third episode.
yes, of Obi Wan, which I want you to go watch because it's really good. The third episode of Obi Wan, they're on the cargo ship, and then they're wandering around in the desert, and then they get picked up by a hitchhiker whose name is Flick or however you pronounce it. And he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing out here?" And he's like, "Oh, we're trying to get a ride to gosh, I forgot where they were trying to get a ride to. But yeah, they're trying to get a ride." And he's like, "Well, hop on, I'll take you wherever you need to go." So they get on his ship, like his little passenger ship, and they see an Empire sticker on his, or a flag. So
Mhm.
he's part of the Empire. So it's a real tense moment because he's like, "Oh, where are you guys going? What are you doing out here?" And they're like, "We're just poor farmers and we just need a ride from the
All the
next ship
Jedi's
that's
that
going
are
off this planet."
apprentice.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the empire is great, blah blah blah," and they seen the downfall of the empire. So the whole time they have to pretend like, yeah, the empire is awesome. It is so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lord Vader. Whoop whoop. You know, they basically have to pretend, and they come across the most tense moment for me was they come across these stormtroopers, and they're like, "Fleck, what's going on?" And he's like, "Yeah, hop in, I'll take you to your next destination. I just picked up these two people." And the stormtroopers are right there in front of him, and of course Obi-Wan put his hood up.
Mhm.
That's how he disguised himself. They're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, where you guys going? Where you guys up to?" And then Obi-Wan messes up the deep cover they were in, and he's like, "No, Leia, they said." And the stormtrooper like, "Leia, who are you? Who are you really?" He's like, "I told you, I'm just a poor farmer. My name Ben Kenobi. My name's Ben Kenobi." You know, and he
So
said,
he fucked up basically.
"Yeah," but then he said, "I ain't say Leia, I said Luma, Luma. They don't bother these men. That's my child, Luma. Luma, not Leia. I don't know
Mhm.
where Leia. Leia was her mama. Yes, post soul, God rest. It's hard for us to talk." Ugh. And the stormtrooper was like, "Ew, emotions." Yeah, we won't ask you no more. We won't ask you no more. Ew, emotions. So
Emotional
anyway,
damage.
they dropped the stormtroopers off, and then they come to this outpost with other stormtroopers, and then
Mhm.
Fleck gets out. He's like, "Oh, this won't take long." And then Fleck is like, "I don't know about these people. Y'all may want to check them out. I'm just saying. Shh, don't tell
Uh-oh.
them I told you." And so they go to the back, and they're like, "Get off this van. Let's check you out. Take your hood off. Who are you?" And then they're like, "Oh my God, it's Obi Wan." Of course, Obi Wan, which is something he doesn't do. He grabs their guns and starts shooting all of them. Of course,
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Obi Wan!"
We must get him.
Yeah, and then they come across these. They come. They come across these people, and this one captain, and we think they're done for, right? Because they're more stormtroopers, and they have guns pointed at poor baby Leia and Ben slash Obi-Wan Kenobi. And once they have these guns pointing at them, they close their eyes, and then she shoots them. Because guess what? She's undercover too. She's for the Rebel Alliance, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Come with me, I'll get y'all out of here." So basically, long story short, they they hide out in this safe house um until they can get on the next ship to get off this planet, which I forgot what the planet was. um so once they're in there, we see that the inquisitors are still looking for being no Obi-Wan on this planet with Reva.
Mhm.
And then Darth Vader makes his appearance, and he's like, okay, la 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 la. Uh-oh, I feel something. Something feels familiar.
Mhm. I know a lot of people fanboyed.
Familiar. Oh, what is that? This feels like a familiar part of the force over here. What is this? And of course, Obi-Wan is shitting bricks. He's like, "Oh my God, he's gonna find me." And he tells the girl, and the undercover woman, "Hey, take her to the next passage of the ship. I'll be right behind you. I'm gonna lead Anakin away."
Mhm.
So he's like, Anakin, bro, what's up? Come at me. And then, Darth Vader is like, oh, I'm gonna come at you, Obi Wan. You took my legs and stuff. So I
You
like how
underestimated my power, I must
I'm
tell
telling
you.
this story. This story is fascinating.
I just
Oh,
love it how you tell it.
my favorite my favorite part was a lightsaber battle with Anakin and Obi Wan. Of course, it was in the dark, so you're kind of squinting like you did with Game of Thrones when they
Mhm.
had that dark scene, and you like, what going on? But all you see is like red and blue lightsabers going, and then it seems like Anakin's winning. I mean, it
Mhm.
seems like Obi-Wan's winning, but Anakin's like, and they're
Not
like
today, bitch.
awesome. Yeah, it's like this epic battle, and then this gets into where you were talking about, because Anakin gains the high ground, and then he's like, he sets the whole place on flames, and he's like, "Yo, payback time, biatch."
Mhm.
He's like, he lifts Obi-Wan off the ground, slams him down, and runs him through like all the fire so he can burn. He's like, now you're gonna feel what I felt. Put me in them flames, suck it. And then he's like running him all through the flames and he's burning. I thought Obi-Wan's gonna die. I was like, dang, is he gonna die? Oh,
But how,
But
and my thing is like a lot of I heard a lot of people felt that way. I'm like,
yeah,
how you guys felt like he was gonna die and he was old in the New Hope. That's what I was thinking.
no, Tamara, you gotta see it. Okay. When you see it, you'll
I
be like,
saw the
ooh.
video of that's what I wrote down. Darth Vader released a fire on
But
Obi
you
Wan.
you gotta you gotta experience it like live, not live action, but you gotta see it. And I was like, dang, dragging him through the mud, but it's through the fire.
But now, question. Now, do you think that that's the reason why Obi Wan's outfit when he got older is like all the way up to his neck because he got burns on his body?
It's a good theory. Could be. I mean, he burnt the crap out of him. He probably got like fifth-degree burns.
Well,
I mean, he burnt like I feel like his whole left side is just burnt. Like he almost killed him.
yeah,
And
he
I
was
was
just dragging him.
Oh yeah, just dragging him with the force, just all
Mhm.
through the flames, and he's like, "Ooh, yeah, you gonna feel this."
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna let you feel what I feel.
yeah, and of course the droid, which I understand why Leia says always be nice to droids, because the
Mhm.
droid came in and saved Obi Wan from the fire, and
Mhm.
I was thinking, why would um Darth Vader now? Why would he let the droid take Obi-Wan? He could have cleared the fire like a path from the force and got him, but he just
Mhm.
let him get away. I
I
don't
guess
know.
I guess it's a possibility. This is just my guess. He probably like, I'm not gonna kill you now, but I kill you later.
That could be it. He does like
Years
to play
later.
with,
I
yeah.
get you. Like, I'm gonna play around with you. I'm gonna get you later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so we go back to Leia, baby Leia. She running through the tunnels, and she
Mhm.
trying to get to she got to meet the pilot to take her off this planet, which I forgot the name of the planet. Sorry. And then Reva's looking around, feeling the force, like, where's Obi-Wan? I can't wait to kill him.
Mhm. She
And
wants him so bad.
yeah, it's like, ooh, I can't wait.
But I'm
So
trying to figure like I just want to know why she wants to kill him. I think a lot of
yeah, I
people
don't know either. It could be like you said what Eric Voss was saying. Maybe she was one of the younglings in the first episode
mhm.
and she felt betrayed by him. Or maybe she has all these powers and perhaps Obi-Wan was supposed to train her, but then when the thing with Anakin happened, he just went away and
Mhm.
didn't finish her training, or I don't know. She feels betrayed by the Jedi. That's all I know. Especially Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Wondering why she feels portrayed by Obi-Wan. I know
Yeah.
why Anakin feels portrayed by Obi-Wan.
Yeah, yeah. He cut his legs off.
Yeah,
His,
his
and
legs, his arm,
yeah,
left
left him to
there,
die. Yeah, he
left
put him
him
in a
die
bad
by
shape.
the volcano. You know, he was like, he was supposed to be my big brother. Yeah,
He's probably the chosen one.
yes,
Mm. But yeah, toward the end of episode 3, right? Baby
mm-hmm,
Leia, she runs into Reva, who she doesn't know Reva.
mm-hmm.
And she's like, are you supposed to take me off the planet? Like, are you supposed to be who I meet? And he's like, maybe we can find them together. And meanwhile, you look over and Reva done killed the guy that she's supposed to meet. And then
Oh, that's what I saw.
yeah, and then baby Leia is like shaking like, oh shit, who this woman is? She gonna kill me. And then it goes to black. And now we gotta wait the next Friday to see that Reva killed baby Leia, which she didn't because Leia grows up.
Mm-hmm,
But in this moment you forget about the other movies and you just focus on this and
mm-hmm.
you're like, oh crap, what's gonna happen to baby Leia?
It's like hopefully she'll live.
Yeah. Oh, I hope she makes it.
Which we know that she will.
Yes, but in this moment, Tamara, we for some reason we're suspended in belief that
Mm-hmm,
baby Leia may not make it.
mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's episode 3, and I think you should watch it.
I'll watch it.
I think you should watch it, and then you tell me what you think.
I'll watch it and I'll
You
tell
can
you.
you can live tweet with me and
Mhm.
say, girl, ooh, he gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I remember. We live tweeted each other, and that's when I said they had to hang him up there like
You live tweeted me,
that.
and I
Yeah,
oh Lord.
I done started.
Oh gosh. But any last thoughts from just anything? Like anything I've talked about, anything that you theorize, any final thoughts?
Um, no, no final thoughts. I just like the part in episode 3 about him dragging Obi-Wan through the fire.
Mm.
I
There's
thought that,
so much symbolism in all of this.
yeah,
All 3 of these episodes are so heavy to me. Like
it
from
just felt like revenge.
yeah, it's like from guilt and then from redemption to I don't know what else, like facing your enemy or facing your past. Like is they're all thematic to me, is what I'm saying. Like episode 1 through 3 is so thematic to me, and I just can't wait for the rest of the episodes. But I'm just sad that it's only 6.
Yeah,
That's all.
I
That's the
wish there was
sad part.
more.
Yeah, that's the only sad part to me. But yeah, next Friday we will do episode 4, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can subscribe and like to our show. Tamara, where can they follow us?
They can follow us at Two Blurred Girls podcast on Facebook. Two Blurred Girls on Twitter. Oh, actually, also, I'm sorry. Do your support the people of Ukraine using the hashtag Stand with Ukraine. Um, Follow us on Instagram at Two Blurred Girls underscore podcast. Sorry, I have to have words. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Two Blurred Girls podcast, and follow us on Twitch at Two Blurred Girls podcast.
Yeah.
And
And
that's it.
also, you can follow our audio podcast if you don't want to look at our beautiful faces, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to. But if you like to hear our lovely voices, you can subscribe to our Apple Podcasts
Mm-hmm.
and also We are on Google. We are also on iHeartRadio. We
Yeah.
are on Anchor. You can subscribe to our podcast for a small fee on Anchor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're also on Goodpods. I think we're number 40 on the top film and TV podcasts, or 50. Anyway, we're in the top 100, so that's a big deal.
Huge deal for us.
We're on Amazon Music. We're also on Audible as well and other streaming platforms. But yes, so thanks for watching our show. I'm excited to see what is going to happen to baby Leia. Like, is Reva just going to force choke her and say, "Where's Obi Wan?"
She has to be like, where is she? Where is he?
Like
Mhm.
Batman.
Gotta be like Batman.
Yeah.
Sorry, Princess Leia.
Mm, mm, mm. But anyway, we'll find out what happens to her. Sorry, something was floating around later on. But thanks for watching our show, and we'll be back next Friday.